Mom. Anna burst into the room, her eyes sparkling with joy. I'm getting married to Alex. Oh, Anna, you fool, her mother muttered, clearly displeased by the news. Alex, the local charmer and notorious heartbreaker, didn't exactly have the best reputation in their small town. People whispered that he'd proposed to plenty of girls, promising them the moon, but as soon as he got what he wanted, he'd vanish. Anna's mom had raised her alone after her father died when she was just a toddler. He'd gone hunting and was killed by a wild boar. There wasn't much time for mourning. Her mom buried her husband and got back to raising Anna. After finishing high school in their small town, Anna moved to the city for college. She'd come back for summer breaks, but only briefly. School was tough, but her determination to graduate with honors kept her nose buried in books. Her mom worried that Anna's youth was slipping away, with nothing but textbooks to show for it. Sure, she was proud of her daughter, but she also felt sorry for her. Honey, why don't you take a break? Even at home, her mom would say. You're always studying. The other girls are out dancing, and they invited you. Go with them, have some fun. Mom, what's there to see at those dances? Anna would reply, I've got work to do. Just go. Dance, meet people, give her brain a break, her mom insisted. Finally, Anna gave in. She got ready, put on some eyeliner, and picked out her prettiest dress and high heels, which she tucked into a bag to change into later. Small town roads were rough, and she didn't want to ruin her shoes. At the dance hall, she'd swap them out. Her friends were thrilled that Anna was finally joining them, chattering the whole way about the latest gossip. Anna learned all sorts of new details about her old classmates, including Alex. You know how many girls he's charmed? One friend whispered. He made all these promises to my cousin, then ditched her so fast you'd think his shoes were on fire. I had to comfort her for weeks. She cried buckets. Be careful, Anna, another friend warned. We don't want to be picking up the pieces of your broken heart, too. Guys, come on. Anna laughed, brushing them off. I don't have time for romance. I need to get my degree first, then I'll think about finding the one. Don't jinx it, her friends teased. You never know what fate's got in store. And fate, it turned out, had other plans. The dance hall was packed, like the whole county had shown up. The small venue couldn't hold everyone, so some danced outside. Anna's friends dragged her inside, right up near the stage, but soon they were whisked away by some vaguely familiar guys. Anna shuffled awkwardly, trying to find the rhythm, glancing around for her friends but coming up empty. The music was so loud it started to hurt her ears. Feeling out of place, she apologized to her friends and stepped outside for some air. Leaning against a tree, she took a deep breath, finally feeling calm. But her peace didn't last long. Why's a pretty girl like you out here alone? Someone break your heart. Alex appeared out of nowhere, standing right in front of her. It was clear why so many girls fell for him. He had a certain charm, no question. Most guys might have backed off at Anna's cool response, but not Alex. Ignoring her standoffishness, he grinned wider, adjusting his shirt collar. If you're tired, let me walk you home. Can't have you wandering around alone at night. Someone might steal you away. And so it began. Alex started walking her home every evening. They talked the whole way, and Anna was surprised to find she actually enjoyed his company. His jokes were kind and funny, his words sweet, his kisses warm. He even showed up at her college graduation in the city, bringing a beautiful bouquet of peonies and proposing. Blushing, Anna nodded yes. Her heart had made up its mind. She was in love with this charmer. Her mom just sighed and gave up arguing. No matter how much she warned Anna, her daughter wouldn't listen. She only had one thing to say to her future son-in-law: hurt my girl, and I'll have your head, Alex. I'll find you no matter where you hide. Alex laughed off the threat. Don't worry, Linda, I'd never hurt her. You have my word. He threw himself into wedding preparations, doting on Anna like she was the only thing that mattered. The wedding was a blast. filled with joy and lasting well into the night. The newlyweds were showered with gifts. "You guys were so wrong about Alex," Anna told her friends later. "He's not like that at all." "Really?" they said, surprised. "Yup, he got a job, and he's even happy I'm working," Anna beamed. She'd landed a job at the local veterinary clinic, a big deal in a small town where everyone had cows, pigs, cats, and loyal dogs. There was no shortage of work, and Anna and Alex were happy together. The rumors about him seemed to vanish. He became the picture of a perfect husband. Sure, Alex came home a little tipsy now and then, but he didn't drink often. Anna would laugh it off, telling her friends funny stories about how he'd turn into a hopeless romantic after a few drinks, showering her with compliments and hugs. "You should see him, girls," she'd say. "You'd be jealous. Your guys just pass out or go sing with their buddies when they drink." A couple of times, after a few too many, Alex showed up with flowers, only to get an earful from the neighbors for raiding their flower beds. He'd just grin and say, "I'd never mess up Anna's garden. She works too hard on it." Anna's tears were rare and only came from happiness. When Alex proposed, at their wedding, when everyone shouted "kiss," and when she told him they were expecting a baby. Alex nearly cried himself when he heard the news. "Anna, my love, I'm so happy," he said, scooping her up and spinning her around. "I'm going to do so much for our kid. They're going to have the best life." True to his word, Alex got to work. He hung a swing in the yard, built a crib with his own hands, and carved little wooden toys, birds, dogs, cats. Anna had no idea he was so handy. When she came home from the hospital, Alex picked her up in a suit, driving a car he'd bought himself. "Where'd you get this?" Anna asked, genuinely shocked as she settled into the front seat with their newborn. "Bought it," Alex said proudly, "so my beautiful wife doesn't have to walk those bumpy roads." After their son was born, Alex was like a new man. He quit drinking entirely, helped with the baby, played with him, told him stories, and took care of chores, feeding the chickens, milking the cow, whatever needed doing. Anna's mom couldn't believe it. "Alex, I thought you'd be a lousy husband, that you'd hurt my Anna," she admitted. "But you've proved me wrong." "What, Linda? I told you I'd take care of her like she's my everything," Alex replied with a grin. They baptized their son in the local church. Anna waited outside while Alex and his best friend, Steve, handled things inside. They'd chosen close friends as godparents: Steve, Alex's childhood buddy, and Marina, and his old school friend she'd always kept in touch with. When their son turned 1, Anna started noticing something off about Alex. She discreetly asked his friends if he was drinking again. "Not a drop since the kid was born," they said. But something had changed. Alex, usually so easygoing, started snapping, disappearing without a word, and refusing to help around the house. It was like he'd become a stranger. Anna tried to be patient. "What's going on? Trouble at work?" she'd ask. "Everything's fine," he'd snap back, brushing her off. One evening was particularly great. Everyone was playing with the baby, laughing, and Anna was happily serving dishes she'd cooked with love. But when she went to grab some water, she overheard Alex and Steve talking in the next room. "Why do you put up with Anna like she's some princess?" Steve said, "She's nothing special, man. I've told you before, you gotta be tougher with women. A firm hand, that's what they need. You treat her like a kid, and now she's got you wrapped around her finger. You're acting like a pushover, Alex. It's embarrassing. Look at my wife. She doesn't dare talk back because I don't let her. That's how it's done." Anna froze behind the door. She knew Steve's wife, a city girl who had him on a short leash, though she played the quiet, obedient type in public. Then Alex spoke, and her heart sank. "Don't worry, Steve. My wife's under control. I let her feel like she's in charge sometimes, but I'm the one calling the shots." Anna's face burned with anger, tears stinging her eyes. She stormed out of the kitchen, thinking, "Asterisk, I'll show him. He'll see what happens when he listens to idiots like Steve, Asterisk. The night passed in a blur, and at dawn, Anna started packing. Not her things, but Alex's. She even packed a small bag for their son. Alex walked in, confused. "What's this?" Alex, Anna began, her voice steady. "I don't think you need me anymore. You're complaining to Steve about me, acting like I'm a burden. You've gone cold, like I'm a stranger. You think you're keeping me in line? Well, I'm not the kind of woman you can change. I thought we'd spend our lives together, but I guess I was wrong. Steve doesn't respect me, and his words mean more to you than I do. But what did our son do to deserve this?" She looked him in the eyes. "He loves his daddy, so I'll leave him with you. I'm going back to work. I'll send child support, and I'll take him sometimes. I'm sorry, but I don't have a choice. My mom's got a new boyfriend, so there's no room for me there. You can go to your parents or crash with Steve. He'd love that." She handed him the suitcases. "I called your mom and explained. She's not mad at me. She gets it. Thank her for that." Alex was speechless, staring at the suitcases at his feet. His life flashed before his eyes. "Anna, Steve's been calling me a pushover for a while. I said that stuff to shut him up, to prove I'm not weak. I didn't mean it." He dropped to his knees. "Please forgive me. I don't want to lose our family." Anna's icy heart softened just a bit. "Fine, Alex. One last chance. One more screw-up, and you won't even see our son." "Got it. Got it." Alex nodded, desperate. A few days later at work, Steve approached him. "Still running around after your wife like some servant? Her threats scare you that much? Man up, Alex. Slam your fist on the table. You're the man of the house." Alex glared at him. "A real friend wouldn't talk like that, Steve. You're trying to ruin my marriage." On his way home with his paycheck, Alex stopped to buy a bouquet of flowers, a cake, and a box of chocolates. Anna was a sucker for sweets and loved peonies. Why not surprise his favorite person? Thank you for listening to the story until the end. Subscribe to the channel and share this video with your friends and loved ones. It motivates us to keep working on new stories every day. Don't miss the next amazing story that's about to appear on your screen. We're very grateful to have you with us. See you soon.